value of this loss is placed at over $2,000. If you know who committed this crime or any crime, the St. Mary's County Crime Solvers would like to hear from you. If your tip leads to an arrest or an indictment, you could be eligible for up to a $1,000 cash reward. And remember, you never have to give your name. You can call the Crime Solvers hotline 24 hours a day at 475-3333. That's 475-3333. This has been Deputy Greg Laxton for the St. Mary's County Crime Solvers.
Welcome to the St. Mary's County Week in Review, brought to you by Channel 10, the one and only St. Mary's County local information television station. John Perry, veteran newsman, will report on this week's happenings in St. Mary's County and conduct entertaining interviews with the newsmakers. And Tim Flaherty will bring us the latest sports on the local scene. And now, St. Mary's County Week in Review.
Welcome to our weekly review of the events making news here in St. Mary's County. The school board's auditing firm issued its initial response to allegations of financial irregularities in school system transactions. Some merchants would like to see local businesses given preference when it comes to bidding on county government contracts, and a review of that possibility is underway. The Leonard Town Council has sent a response to a Prince George's County judge on a case involving proposed commercial development on Washington Street. Some unexpected grant money will mean a facelift for the Piney Point Lighthouse. A groundbreaking ceremony spells good news for Tri-County residents needing outpatient cancer treatment. And a move is underway to keep the county's two Navy bases alive, well, and off the Defense Department chopping block. In a special interview today, NESE Executive Director Bob Waxman will talk about a public relations campaign to promote the importance of the St. Inigos installation. As usual, the Public Affairs Office at the Patuxent River Naval Air Station has Pax River update, and Tim Flaherty takes a look at local sports action. All of that and more is straight ahead on St. Mary's County Week in Review.
Mr. Donut salutes commuters, rugged, fearless individuals. Nothing stops them like fresh coffee and donuts, only from Mr. Donut. Tasty, piping hot, and fast for commuters everywhere. Mr. Donut keeps it easy, makes it good.
Mr. Donut, serving the world's best coffee and freshest donuts 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's Mr. Donut in downtown Lexington Park.
Our family and the Birch Oil Company have served Southern Maryland since 1928. Through those 62 years, our employees have worked at times around the clock through ice and snow to keep our customers warm. In the 1990s, Birch Oil is expanding their commitment to serving Southern Maryland's home comfort needs year-round, providing dependable new Rheem and Carrier air-conditioned units and the same warm, old-fashioned, friendly service you've learned to expect. The Birch Oil Company, now more than ever, the people you can count on when you're counting on comfort.
Allegations of improper accounting procedures and financial irregularities in fiscal year 90 school board transactions is simply not true. Those were the conclusions reached in a preliminary report issued by the board's auditing firm. Tom Newkirk of Wooden and Benson delivered those preliminary findings to school board members this week. The allegations were brought by the county's auditing firm of Cox, Long & Colvin following a review of the FY90 books. But Newkirk says many of the charges are either unfounded or at best misleading. On the charge that retired and terminated school employees were still receiving paychecks, Newkirk was emphatic. He said it never happened. He said specific personnel and administrative action must occur before a paycheck for any school system employee is cut, and no such action took place, and therefore no payments were ever made to non-employees. He went on to say that John Cox of the Cox, Long and Colvin firm admitted that he, Mr. Cox, knew of no such illegal payments. As for the allegations that finance went sole source instead of a competitive bid process, Newkirk said he found only 3 cases. In 2 of those, the county piggybacked on an existing state contract for equipment purchases. The result was a cost 30% below the market retail price. As for the 3rd instance, the vendor hired was the only one qualified to perform the software maintenance needed. Newkirk said a final report on the 20 allegations would be made in about 2 weeks. Speaking of competitive bids on contracts, a review is underway to examine the possibility of requesting that county commissioners enact a local preference clause on county contracts up for bids. Simply put, it would give local businessmen a slight advantage in competing for that contract. The county's Economic Development Commission is supporting the concept, and they've appointed Joe Goff to look into the matter. Leonardtown businessman Tommy Bell of the Bell Motor Company is the prime mover behind this effort, and he spoke with Channel 10 News about his reasons.
Number one, I'm very upset about St. Mary's County, and especially taking our tax dollars that we've so hard worked for, and to take it to another state and to make purchases. I feel is a very, very unfair way of doing business. When the day of legislation in Annapolis, that was one of the first things that you saw on television, was a gentleman standing out there with a big sign saying, "Spend our tax dollars in Maryland." And I just feel it's a real slap in the face to my brother, especially with the type of business, and I'm sure that Mr. Aldrich in Lexington Park is one of our key sponsors, or competitors, I should say, but a good competitor. And I feel it's a slap in his face as well to take business like this away. With the economics like they are today, and seeing, this time last year, there were 7 new car dealers in St. Mary's County. Today, there's 3. And it's things like this that's going on that I see in county government that I could just go on and point out the criteria that the law in the state of Maryland has made about the lowest bid.
But there's at least one man who doesn't think it's such a good idea. Jim Haley, the county's procurement officer, is on record as opposing the plan. Haley says out-of-county businesses might challenge the local law on the basis that it would not be a fair and open competitive bid process. Another possible effect, according to Haley, is inflationary prices. Since the current competitive contract bid procedures were put in place some 4 years ago, Haley says his office has processed 7,000 contracts, and there hasn't been a single legal challenge or formal protest filed by anyone. Haley says that's enough to convince him they're doing something right. The facts surrounding a Leonardtown Council decision to permit commercial development along Washington Street has been sent to a Prince George's County judge. An appeal to that action was filed in court, and last month, Judge Hovey Johnson issued a preliminary opinion. In it, he said planned commercial development on the Academy Crossing property appeared excessive and inconsistent with the surrounding residential neighborhood. That was the argument put forth by opponents. The judge sent his findings back to the town council, saying he didn't have all the facts surrounding the case and therefore withheld a ruling. Well, this week, the town council provided the judge what he needed. Leonardtown Mayor Mac Mattingly comments on the town's response.
There's only one place that maybe the town might be a little weak, and that would be I think in the judge's instructions back to the town, in that he did say that the size of the commercial zone within this PUD 5 seemed to him to be excessive. That would be the only thing I could think of. And I think, too, you have to remember that the judiciary, in most cases, is reluctant to interfere with a political decision. But there are cases, of course, where there's things that shouldn't go on, and when they involve constitutional questions, naturally they step in with both feet.
Critics say they're not opposed to development. They simply would like to see the commercial establishments placed further back from Route 245. Judge Johnson will review the town document and will presumably render a formal decision. Well, not everyone is suffering from budget cuts. Take the Maryland Historical Trust. They've told the St. Mary's County Department of Recreation and Parks to apply for a $20,000 grant to help restore the Piney Point Lighthouse. Recreation and Parks Director Phil Rollins says the money will be used to repair brickwork, replace the stairway, and repaint both the interior and the exterior. He hopes to receive the funds in about 4 to 6 weeks and begin the work in another 10 weeks. There is no matching funds required of the county, only in-kind services. It's hoped the refurbishing will be completed in time for this year's tourist season. A groundbreaking ceremony in Charlotte Hall this week marked the beginning of what will be a regional cancer treatment center. County officials were on hand with shovels to spade out the first piles of dirt. What is now bare ground will soon become a 4,500 square foot facility, which will be located at the intersection of Route 5 and Golden Beach Road. Oncology Services Corporation will provide radiation and chemotherapy treatment to cancer victims in Charles, St. Mary's, and Colbert County. Until now, many area residents have had to travel to Prince George's County to get that treatment. But soon, the aggravation with travel time and distance will be a thing of the past. The Chesapeake Regional Cancer Center will be managed by a radiation oncologist and staffed by community-based physicians. The center is scheduled for completion this May. The dramatic changes in Europe and the downsizing of the U.S. military are being hailed as the beginning of a new world order. But for local U.S. communities with military bases, it means the possible loss of those installations. Well, if local officials have anything to say about it, that won't happen here in St. Mary's County. Joe Daly, a member of the county's Economic Development Commission, has come up with a plan. He calls it the Southern Maryland Navy Alliance. Its aim is to not only keep what we have, but if possible, expand it. The Naval Air Station at Pax River and the Naval Electronics and Systems Engineering activity at St. Inigos offer a technological future for the county's economic base. There are fears that Nessie may end up on the chopping block. The local business community doesn't want to see that happen, and neither does Nessie Executive Director Bob Waxman. He spoke with Arthur Esch, Vice Chairman of the EDC. That special interview is up next on St. Mary's County Week in Review.
I am Ray Runco, and I'm proud to be a lifelong supporter of the United States Navy. My personal commitment to the Navy spanned nearly 24 years, beginning in the 1940s when I first joined the Navy. Century 21 Ray Runco Realty endorses the Navy's continued commitment to St. Mary's County. We encourage you to keep up to date on what's happening on board the Patuxent River Naval Air Station by watching St. Mary's County Week in Review, weeknights at 7, Saturday and Sunday at noon on Channel 10.
Listen to why you should join SMECO's Load Management Program.
You get load management on your air conditioning if you have electric air conditioning, and if you have it on your hot water tank, you get a credit all year long. You get your credit in the summertime for your air conditioning.
I've had load management almost since the beginning. I've never noticed it being on or off, and we enjoy the credits from on our bill.
Over 20,000 consumers have joined SMECO's Load Management Program. You can too.
I'm Arthur Esch with the St. Mary's County Economic Development Commission, and today we have as a guest Bob Waxman, the Executive Director of Nessie. Bob, welcome.
Thank you.
First of all, Bob, can you tell us what Nessie really stands for and what the mission statement for Nessie is?
Nessie stands for the Naval Electronic Systems Engineering Activity located at St. Inigos, Maryland. And we work for our parent command located in D.C., which is the Space and Naval Warfare Systems Command. Our mission has to do supporting the requirements laid upon us by our parent command in terms of whether it be developing new equipment, testing new equipment, installing it, supporting it, but above all, providing the service to the fleet.
Okay. I had the pleasure of visiting Bob down at Nessie, and I was extremely impressed. There's an amazing array of electronics, of radars, of all kinds of different devices. Do you break those into different basic categories?
Yes, we have 9 major product lines, and they deal with air traffic control, target identification, special projects. We also have special operating forces. We have general purpose electronic test equipment. We are supportive of a lot of individual programs which we lump under various divisions. We are a relatively small organization consisting of 390 civilians, approximately 43 military, but we do have under contract approximately 1,800 contractor support operation located both here, the local community, and around the world. Last year, our total obligation budget was $351 million. The base is 852 acres, and we have approximately 440,000 square foot of occupied space.
Now, can you tell us what are the plans for Nessie going forward in the future?
The plans at this moment are somewhat, we're not sure of the plans. Our plan, of course, is to survive and continue on in the years of 2000, providing this top flight support to the fleet and other customers, which range from the Army, the Air Force, other government activities. The base closure, which we managed to survive through a stroke of luck, will come up again in '93, and present indications leave us with the worry that we may very well be placed on that list again. Our major objective at the moment is to see whether or not we can prove the need for this organization, and hopefully the Navy will change its mind.
During my visit, one of the things I was most impressed with was the particular facility at St. Inigo's was ideally suited because a lot of your work has to do with electronics and radiation and those types of things. And I kept hearing people during the briefing talk about what an ideal setting St. Inigo's was. Is there another place in the Navy that's quite as good as St. Inigo's?
There very well may be, but since I haven't visited all activities, I can't say that. In my judgment, this is a unique facility, certainly on the eastern half of the country, where we are responsible for communication and electronics. We control all the radiation located at Webster Field, and there's a natural ridge between ourselves and the Patuxent Naval Air Test Center. This enables us to do a lot of testing which ordinarily would provide problems in other sites, whether you would interfere with someone or be interfered, which would prevent the total testing program. We are also very fortunate to be located on the water there, and we have an active airfield. And this also gives us the capability to look for programs and testing facilities which need both the land, the sea, and the water environment to check out the operation of the equipment.
I guess during the base closure discussions, one of the other opportunities was to move Nessie to Portsmouth, Virginia. During the briefing, I thought one of the most interesting comments I heard was that if you lit up your radars, like you do every day down at St. Inigo's, and they did that in Portsmouth, they'd blow out the cellular telephones, the TV cable system, the over-the-air broadcast television. How can they possibly think about moving something as important to Nessie where they could cause all that kind of damage?
Well, I think there's a difference of opinion on whether or not that statement is accurate. We have inputs from the FAA, from the banks, the real estate people. We know, for instance, when the Navy moves a ship up the river that you do have these problems. I think it's going to become a matter of determining who has the correct facts of the situation. In our knowledge of what goes on and the frequencies that we operate, we would cause a lot of problems in the Norfolk area.
Well, I think that as we go forward, that's certainly going to be one of the great issues, and we hope that Nessie is going to remain with us here in St. Mary's County. It's important for all of us in the county to think about the 2,200 jobs, the amount of space that your contractors use out in the civilian community. The whole backbone of our economy is built around Pax River and Nessie, and we need both of you, we think.
I certainly would agree with you. I'd add one other point, and that is the involvement in the community of the people that work at Nessie, who have come down here, made it a career, raising families, but most important is they've integrated themselves with all worthwhile ventures. For instance, one of our young engineers' wife is a midwife to the Amish. Another young man that we have who's single wound up becoming an umpire in the local area, and this past year graduated to umpire in the World Series in the Little League in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. So we have a tremendous amount of involvement in the local community.
That's great. We're happy to hear it. We're very happy to have Nessie here. On behalf of St. Mary's Economic Development Commission, you'll be hearing about an increased effort on the part of everyone in our community to ensure that Nessie stays with us and that Pax River continues to grow and become such a vital part of our economic world in St. Mary's County. Bob, thanks very much for being with us tonight.
My pleasure.
Still on the subject of the military, Pax River Update is next when St. Mary's County Week in Review continues.
Your home improvement project needs careful planning all the way, starting with affordable financing from First National Bank of St. Mary's. Our home equity credit plans offer discounted closing costs to save you money up front. You could save money at tax time, too, because your interest is probably deductible. Do you have home improvement plans? The best place to save is also the best place to borrow. Come to First National Bank of St. Mary's and see what we can hammer out for you.
The neighborhood drugstore. It was an American tradition. Penny candy, the soda fountain, and a friendly face. Today, those individually owned neighborhood drugstores are still around. They're not a chain, they're Care Drug, where you'll find a family pharmacist you can trust.
And Care Drug would like to remind you that to prevent dizziness, remember to cool down after exercise.
For advice on the latest over-the-counter preparation, see your Care Drug pharmacist. Care Drug, 75 family pharmacies working together.
Hello and welcome to Pax River Update. I'm Lorene Barr. The next 5 years will be a period of great change for Pax River and the Naval Air Warfare Center. That, according to NOC Commander Rear Admiral George Strosall. The Admiral made the remarks during a recent visit to Patuxent River.
When Admiral Strong gets aboard and takes over, the Flight Test and Evaluation Group of the Air Warfare Center Aircraft Division will be formed, and that group essentially starts out as being what was NATC. It will change in character as we go forward and bring in the talents of people that are at other geographic locations as we mature the aircraft division organization. It's a 5 or 6 year job to do that, and the biggest single element of that job is the construction of additional facilities here to allow the movement down of almost 2,000 individuals, or at least their functions, and as many individuals as choose to come from the Old Naval Air Development Center at Warminster, and a couple hundred individuals from Trenton. At that time, we'll have a full services RDT&E facility here supporting aircraft and aircraft systems.
Stand-up ceremonies for the Naval Air Warfare Center Aircraft Division have been tentatively scheduled for March 4th. Also included in the formal ceremonies will be the assumption of command of Rear Admiral Select Bart Strong as commander of the Naval Air Warfare Center Aircraft Division. In part 2 of our interview with Master Chief Ron Crittenden, we asked the new Command Master Chief about his goals for Pax River and his thoughts on the expanding role of Navy Chief Petty Officers.
I would like to see, number one, starting in the Chiefs community. I would like to see the Chiefs community come together as a Chiefs community for what Chief Petty Officers stand for. I would like to see that they get a little more involved with their people. I would like to see that they know what their people are doing. They would have a little more say in the daily operation. And I think this will filter both up and down the chain of command. My secondary goal, and it runs a close parallel to my primary goal, is communications. We have a diversified workforce here at the Warfare Center. If we're going to come together and work as a team, then what we're going to have to do is come to an understanding, and we can only do that through education. I was always a contender that the Chief Petty Officer ranks are an avenue for you to step forward and be innovative. If you're content to be a Chief Petty Officer and do exactly what your PD or your billet description says, then you really aren't fulfilling what that creed stood for. I believe that the Chief Petty Officer should be always willing to take on higher responsibilities. I think he has the capability to take on higher responsibilities, and I think it's just a matter of getting that trust within the Chief community and the wardroom and the Officer Corps, getting that trust amongst each other and cross that line, if you will, to be able to delegate that responsibility and know that it's going to be taken on board and it's going to be handled well.
Crittenden reported to Patuxent River in December. Pax River's Oceanographic Development Squadron 8 has a new commanding officer. Commander Gavin Lauder relieved Commander Jerry Boyle as head of VXN-8 on January 17th. Before taking his new post, Lauder served as the squadron's executive officer. That post will now be filled by Commander John Langer. Boyle will report to Washington, D.C., where he will work for the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Pax River paid tribute to Dr. Martin Luther King January 15th by taking part in King Week 92. The observance paid tribute to the slain civil rights leader with a visit from Dr. Calvin Morris. A personal friend of Dr. King's, Dr. Morris is a professor at the Howard University Divinity School. The theme for this year's celebration is Living the Dream, Let Freedom Ring. The week-long observance is held annually in conjunction with Dr. King's birthday. The American Red Cross says the nation's blood supply is in need of a transfusion. After experiencing record donations last year in support of the crisis in the Middle East, this year's blood supply is critically low. To combat local shortfalls, Pax River's Red Cross will sponsor a blood drive January 31st from 9:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. in the Morale, Welfare, and Recreation Training Unit. For more information, call the Red Cross at 863-5510. That's all for this week's Pax River Update. From the Naval Air Station, I'm Lorene Barr. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.
What do you really give when you give blood?
Another summer. Another dance.
How you doing?
Another song. Another hug.
Good game, man. Don't worry about it.
Another date. Another moment.
When you give blood, you give another chance.
Stay tuned. The Sports with Tim Flaherty is coming up next. Brought to you by Mattingly Distributors in Mechanicsville, your local distributor of Miller High Life, Miller Lite, Miller Genuine Draft Beer, and Sharps, Miller's non-alcoholic beer. Mattingly Distributors also carries Lowenbrow, Molson, and Milwaukee's Best.
In 1965, LBJ was in the White House. The Beatles were on the radio, and Bill Mattingly was celebrating the grand opening of Mattingly's Distributors in Mechanicsville. Through the 60s, 70s, 80s, and now in the 90s, Mattingly Distributors continues to be an important part of our community, sponsoring countless men's and women's softball, bowling, and volleyball teams and leading the way in numerous civic organizations. Mattingly Distributors, encouraging the responsible consumption of Miller products for more than 25 years. Welcome back with a look at local sports action. Here is Tim Flaherty.
Thanks, John. The Great Mills High School Hornets basketball team had started off the year with a bang, going 4-2 in their first 6 games while racking up a 3-0 record in the Southern Maryland Athletic Conference. Then this past week, they had the misfortune of running into 3 of the area's top teams, all of them hot, and all of them came in a row. First, the Hornets fell to Leonardtown by 6 points, then they lost to Northern by 7. Things didn't get any easier for Coach Chuck Smith's team on Wednesday night when they faced first-place Calvert up in Prince Frederick. The Hornets played a good game, but they were simply outmanned by a bigger and very talented team. Great Mills in the dark uniforms on your screen was down by 7 at the half. Then they battled back to tie it midway through the third period, and it looked like the game might go either way at that point. But Calvert hit this three-pointer to take the lead for good, and they pulled away for a 79-65 win. Calvert shot very well percentage-wise from the floor, and they also sank 8 three-pointers. SMAC scoring leader Ronald Rhodes had 21 points for the Cavaliers, while Carlos Brooks led Great Mills with 18. The string of defeats dropped Great Mills' conference record to 3-3, but they will play another round against Calvert, Northern, and Leonardtown later in the season, so they do have a chance to climb back into the SMAC championship race. In the SMAC boys standings going into the January 18th games, Leonardtown had a hold on second place, 1 game in back of Calvert. Chopticon was in third, 2 games back. Great Mills was in 5th place, and Rankin, who started the season strong with a couple of non-conference victories, has yet to win a conference game, so they're in 10th place in the Southern Maryland Athletic Conference. In the girls' standings by the end of the week, Chopticon had fallen into a 4th place tie with Calvert just a week after they had gained a share of 1st place. Leonardtown leapfrogged into 3rd. Rankin and Great Mills stayed near the bottom of the standings, although Great Mills scored an impressive victory over visiting Calvert Wednesday night. Chopticon wrestler Jeff Daigle has been selected as the Channel 10 Enterprise Athlete of the Month for December. Daigle has won everything in sight so far this year and was recently ranked 4th in the state in the 119-pound weight class by a statewide coaches poll. In December, Jeff turned in impressive performances in the Braves Invitational and the Douglas Invitational tournaments, winning handily in both of those. I asked him about the importance of doing well in those early season matches.
They're pretty important. It helps you get ready for the rest of the year. You can tell how you're going to do and everything. Makes you feel a little better whenever you win them and stuff. Makes it Plus, it tells you how your weight and everything is for the rest of the year whenever you go down there and how you feel down there. And it helps. I think it helps a pretty lot.
Daigle's coach, Dane Kramer, obviously likes having him on the team, and he told us many positive things about his star performer.
Jeff's kind of modest here, but I'd like to just mention a few things. He has a lot of records, that are a lot of school records, a lot of county records. He's placed in won first place in 8 tournaments already. That's 5, I think, is the county record is 5, and he's already placed in 8, and he has a few more to go here before he finishes. He's won 88 matches, which is a county record, and he should be well on his way to 105, 110 in that range before he's finished. He has a lot of accomplishments here that are going to be hard for anyone to beat in the near future. And again, since his work ethic so good at practice, he helps the younger kids and sets a role model for them.
Daigle has won SMAC championships 2 years in a row. He's also won regional championships 2 years running, and twice in a row has made the state semifinals. No one from Southern Maryland has ever done any of those things 3 times, so Jeff has the opportunity to make history in several different categories this year. We should also add that he's a good student, averaging in the high B's to low A's grade-wise. Chopticon's Jeff Daigle, the Channel 10 Enterprise Athlete of the Month for December. Potomac Speedway held its awards banquet earlier this month, and for the first time ever, go-kart drivers were honored. Kristen Phillips, Danny Lyon, Christy Poole, Karen Carpenter, Brian Thomas, Keith Poole, Mike Parrish, L.L. Mitcheltree, and Todd Lewis were among the young people honored for winning their divisions. Last season was the first full year of go-kart racing at Potomac. At the banquet, it was announced that a new 1/8 mile track would be built in the lower pit area to replace the old 3/8 of a mile go-kart track. It hasn't been decided if the surface will be asphalt or dirt. Potomac Speedway also recently announced that its 1992 season would begin on March 27th. Among the national touring circuits appearing this year are the Stars late models on July 25th and 26th, the URC Sprints on June 26th and August 28th, and the American Racing Association Modifieds on May 8th, June 5th, and July 10th. If you want to catch some college basketball action this month, St. Mary's College has some games remaining, some home games. One is on the schedule for Saturday night, the 18th, against Gallaudet, Monday night, January 20th, against Goucher, and Thursday, the 23rd, against Catholic. The Goucher game starts at 8 p.m., the other two at 7:30. That's our sports report for this week. I am Tim Flaherty. Thanks for watching.
When you deposit money in Maryland Bank and Trust Company, you can rest assured it will be reinvested right back here in this community. Maryland Bank and Trust Company is Southern Maryland's only locally owned and operated bank.
At Maryland Bank and Trust Company, you know us and we know you. We're your friends and neighbors.
Where other banks have their branches, we have our roots. Maryland Bank and Trust Company, the bank that likes to say yes. Member of the FDIC.
Aldridge Ford, the only name you need to know.
Welcome back. Well, Tim, what about the Super Bowl coming up?
Well, if I were a betting person, I would probably pick the Redskins by 3, I think.
Jot that down.
I think it'll be a great game. Real good game.
Yeah, it should be. Buffalo and the Skins, of course, I agree with you. I think the Skins are going to clean up in Minneapolis, right? Superdome is where
Minneapolis, no, it's not the Superdome, it's the Metrodome up there, the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome. Now, coming up on Channel 10 this Thursday and Friday, we will have another edition of Road to the Super Bowl with the Redskin fanatic Ken Garvin. He'll be joined by Channel 10's Pete Christie, and those guys will go over everything you need to know about the game. It'll air right here on Channel 10 Thursday and Friday evenings at 6 p.m. And we'll also may have other reruns of that later each evening, so just keep watching and you'll find out when it'll be on.
Great. Thanks, Tim, and stay tuned for that. On behalf of Tim Flaherty, I'm John Perry. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week with another look at St. Mary's County Week in Review.
It's time for Best Buys, St. Mary's County's very own home shopping channel. Best Buys, featuring fabulous prices on quality items and services, available right here in our area. Best Buys is TV designed to save you money. And now, here's your host, Tim Flaherty.
Hello and welcome. It's Friday and you're tuned into the Best Buy Show. Happy to have you along with us. We have a fine show for you today as always. We'll be announcing some names of some folks who have a chance to qualify for our Super Bowl trip giveaway. If we announce your name, remember, give us a call back by noontime tomorrow during regular business hours, 9 to 5. And your entry blank will be entered in our drawing for Monday that will select or determine the winner of that trip for two to Super Bowl 26 in Minneapolis, courtesy of Channel 10. You'll get to see the Redskins play the Bills in Super Bowl 26. Our hostess today is Tammy Quaid. She'll be assisting me, and let's go ahead and take a look at our first Best Buys product for today. We have some jewelry from Blair's Outlet in the Wildwood Center. We're going to show you 5 pieces this time around. And first of all, we're showing you a gold-plated bracelet. The reference list price on this bracelet is $59.97. That's what the jewelry's manufacturer thinks you should pay. Since this product is on Best Buys and since it's for sale at Blair's Outlet, you can buy it for $29.98. $29.98 is the Best Buys price for this gold-plated bracelet at Blair's Outlet in the Wildwood Center. Let's go to our second item. This is a locket necklace. It has an 18-inch, 14-karat gold chain, and it has a very nice locket that kind of swings open and shut, as my lovely assistant here is about to show us. Couldn't make up your mind which way you wanted to go in there, huh? There we go. Go ahead and hold that up for us a little bit, too, if you would. 14-karat gold, 18-inch necklace with a locket. Reference list price is $199.97. Special Best Buys price is $99.98. Now reach in there and pull the locket up a little bit. Now, it slid down there in our box. There we go. Once again, the list price is $199.97. Our Best Buys price is $99.98. Go into Blair's Outlet, tell them you saw this on Best Buys, and you'll get the special Best Buys price. Going to take a look at a couple more jewelry items now from Blair's Outlet. We have 3 more to go on this segment. This is a ruby and diamond bracelet with a 14-karat gold chain. It has a claw clasp. The reference list price is $899.97. $899.97 is the list, but since it's on Best Buys, you will only pay $449.98. $449.98 is the special Best Buys price at Blair's Outlet for this bracelet that has ruby and diamonds. It's 14-karat gold. Once again, $449.98. Let's go take a look at a couple of rings. This lady's ring has an amethyst stone and a 14-karat gold band. The reference list price is $369.97, $369.97. Our special Best Buys price is $184.98, $184.98. There are some very tiny diamonds set around the edge of the amethyst stone on this too. Once again, 14-karat gold band with the amethyst stone. Reference list price is $369.97. Best Buys price at Blair's Outlet is $184.98. Now, next to that, we have a man's ring. This type of stone is called a lightning bolt stone. The band is 10-karat gold, and there are tiny diamonds set in the side of the band. Our reference list price is $349.97. Our Best Buys price is $174.98. $174.98 for this lightning bolt ring from Blair's Outlet in the Wildwood Center. Once again, all these jewelry products we've seen are available at Blair's Outlet in the Wildwood Center. Just go in and tell them you saw the jewelry on Best Buys. You get the special Best Buys price. That's at Blair's Outlet in the Wildwood Center. Now we have something brought to us by Thompson's Furniture City on Old Route 235 in Hollywood. This is an etagere manufactured by the Orleans Furniture Company of Mississippi, and it's available for a very special Best Buys price. $375 is the regular sale price at Thompson's Furniture. However, it's on sale right now for $289. $289 for this Orleans etagere at Thompson's Furniture City. Now, an etagere is a set of open shelves, and this etagere has an electric light at the top, so you can prominently display photographs, books, trophies. Now, what we're showing you now is the etagere with all of our stuff in it. We emptied everybody's office in the whole building to put stuff on the shelves here. You don't get the gardening books, you don't get the flowers, you don't get the pictures of our office manager's wedding either. But you do get this nice etagere. And as I said, it is on sale at a special Best Buys price, $289. And that's down from the regular price of $375. Once again, it's available at Thompson's Furniture City, Old Route 235 in Hollywood. They deliver at Thompson's. We had to haul this big piece of furniture in here, but you won't have to do that because they'll haul it into your house for. Actually, it isn't really that heavy. It's just rather large. But anyway, they'll deliver this piece for you. 373-2151 is their number. 373-2151. That's Thompson's Furniture City in Hollywood. Liberty Office Supply on Great Mills Road across from Mike's Bikes has these file cabinets available at very special Best Buys prices. Now we have 3 of them in the picture. I see one is the 4-drawer size, and then we have the 2-drawer size. The 2-drawer size sell normally for $163 a piece. However, they're on sale as a Best Buy special right now, $105.95 at Liberty Office Supply. $105.95 is our special Best Buys price for the 2-drawer size. The 4-drawer size normally sells for $218, but they're available right now at a very special price, $129.99. $129.99 for the 4-drawer heavy-duty file cabinets. Now these take letter-size documents. They're perfect for heavy-duty use. They have triple-tied cradle suspension that allows for smooth drawer action and full extension to your contents, to access your contents. They feature a baked enamel finish with chrome hardware. The drawer depth of each piece is 25 inches. Once again, the file cabinets are available at the special Best Buys prices, $105.95 for the 2-drawer size and $129.99 for the 4-drawer size at Liberty Office Supply, Great Mills Road, across from Mike's Bikes. Down at the South Ridge Restaurant in Ridge, they have a Best Buy special going all this month, a 10-ounce Delmonico steak dinner. The regular price is $13.95. The special Best Buy sale price, though, is $11.95. Here's what you get. You get 10 ounces of hand-cut choice beef, seasoned and broiled, your choice of potato, a vegetable, and super salad. Plus, you get fresh baked bread with butter. This dinner, by the way, is only served during the dinner hours. $11.95 is the special Best Buys price. The South Ridge Restaurant is open Thursday through Sunday for dinner. Lunch is served Tuesday through Sunday, and they have breakfast on Saturday and Sunday. That's the South Ridge Restaurant in Ridge on Route 5. From Bullock's Piano Salon in the Wildwood Center, we have this guitar and amp package at a very special Best Buys price. The guitar we see is a Charvet guitar. Very nice looking, stylish piece of instrument, if I can say that. Piece of instrument. I've never heard anybody say that before. Just created another catchphrase. Piece of instrument. Anyway, Charvet guitar. It's manufactured by the Jackson Company. and it comes with a Fernandez amp. Now, the package has a value of $507.95. That's what the guitar and amp would cost if you were to purchase them somewhere separately. Bullock's Piano Salon has had the package on sale for $399.95. But it's on sale at a special Best Buy's price, the Charvette guitar plus the Fernandez amp, $299.95. $299.95. So you save a couple $100, $208 off what these instruments would cost you if you purchased them separately. Once again, the Fernandez amp along with this blue Charvette guitar, $299.95. Now, when I checked in with Bullock's to see about the availability of this package, they had 2 of these left. So if you think this might be for you, and it's a very good price, extremely good price for a guitar and amp package, I would check with them rather quickly. That's Bullock's Piano Salon. They're in the Wildwood Center, and there you see their phone number. Go ahead and give them a buzz. If you can't get there right away, ask them to hold on to this for you, and so you do have time to get there. They'd be very happy to do that for you. Don't forget to tell them that you saw this on the Best Buy show. Passport Nissan BMW 50/50 off-way in Marlow Heights says you can lease a BMW like this one for $369 per month. This is a 1992 325i BMW. It has a 24-valve engine, a driver's side airbag, a sunroof, and a 10-speaker cassette. Once again, you can lease this for $379 per month. That's for a 54-month closed-end lease with a purchase option. Passport Nissan BMW is the Washington area's largest BMW dealer. 50/50 off-way is where they're at. It's just off Route 5 as you head into town. Right after you go into the Beltway, you'll see them on your right. You can get a 15-piece super bucket at your hometown Kentucky Fried Chicken on Great Mills Road across from St. Mary's Square for just $9.99. $9.99 for 15 pieces of delicious Kentucky Fried Chicken. Make that bucket extra special with a meal maker pack for just $2.99. You get a pint of mashed potatoes, a pint of coleslaw, and 1 pint of gravy. It's all at your hometown Kentucky Fried Chicken all this month. Kentucky Fried Chicken, Great Mills Road, across from St. Mary's Square. Say hello to Larry and Sue at KFC. Woods Market, Route 5 in Mechanicsville, has Best Buy's values in every aisle. This week at Woods, Charmin bath tissue is only 89 cents for a 4-roll package. Also at Woods, Mueller's pasta is on sale at a special price. 2 16-ounce boxes for just $1.09. You can get the regular or thin spaghetti or the elbow macaroni. 2 16-ounce boxes for just $1.09. That's at Woods Market, Route 5 in Mechanicsville, where they have double coupon savings every day. Woods Market, independently owned and operated. Visit the Showtime Deli in the Ben Franklin Mini Mall on Washington Street in downtown Leonardtown. They have coupon specials this January at the Showtime Deli. Look for the Ben Franklin Mini Mall coupon insert in your local newspapers. At Showtime Deli, with the coupon, every Saturday in January from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., you buy one breakfast, you get the second at half price. That's with the coupon and at the Leonardtown Ben Franklin Mini Mall location only. Ben Franklin Mini Mall, Washington Street in downtown Leonardtown. There you will find the Showtime Deli, Free State Office Supplies, and the Ben Franklin Store. Can't Stop the Music in the San Souci Plaza in California has Genesis on sale at special Best Buy's prices. The latest Genesis album is We Can't Dance, and you can purchase the CD at Can't Stop the Music for $11.99. Regular price is $13.99, but it's on sale right now at Can't Stop the Music for $11.99. Pick up the cassette tape for $7.99. The regular price is $8.99, but you'll pay just $7.99 for the new Genesis tape at Can't Stop the Music. Tell them you saw them on Best Buys. That's Can't Stop the Music in the San Souci Plaza off of Route 235 in California. Feeling hungry? Then head to the Western Steer Family Restaurant, Route 235 at the Route 4 intersection in California. Look out for their coupon insert in the Enterprise. Cut it out, take it in, and you will get the regular ribeye platter for just $5.99. Regular price is $7.49, but with the coupon, just $5.99 at the Western Steer. The regular ribeye platter comes with your choice of potato, plus yeast rolls and a soft-serve dessert. It's at the Western Steer Family Restaurant, Route 235 at the Route 4 intersection at St. Andrews Church Road in California. Bearwood Furniture on Great Mills Road across from McDonald's has selected hardwood rockers on sale right now at a special Best Buy's price. Regularly $89.99. The hardwood rockers are now $59. That's the Best Buy special price at Bearwood Furniture on Great Mills Road in Lexington Park across from McDonald's. You see we have an example here in our studio, one of the ones that is on sale for $59. Once again, selected hardwood rockers. Clearance pricing on these, regularly $89.99, now just $59. They do have a limited quantity, too, of the rockers that are on sale for the $59 price. Now remember, when you buy from Bearwood Furniture, you buy the unfinished furnishing, and you do the finishing yourself. That way, you know, for one, you're getting all solid wood, which is all they have at Bearwood Furniture. Everything is solid wood. And also, you get to finish it the way you like it, and you get the best savings. You'll find many fine pieces of furniture at Bearwood Furniture, and they have a revolving credit plan, which means you can buy an expensive piece of furniture or one that might normally set you back a whole bunch and pay for it by the month for as little as $25 up to about $50. So stop in and ask about the revolving credit financing at Bearwood Furniture, and also check out these selected hardwood rockers that are on sale for just $59 a piece right now. Clearance pricing at Bearwood Furniture, Great Mills Road across from McDonald's. Don't forget, delivery is always included at Bearwood Furniture. Hometown Proud, that's Mattingly's Finer Foods, Route 5 in Leonardtown. This week at Mattingly's, you'll find a Best Buy special in IGA tuna. The IGA light meat chunk tuna, a 6.5-ounce can, is only 59 cents at Mattingly's. IGA bathroom tissue is also on sale. 2-ply, 8 rolls of bath tissue for just $1.59. Just $1.59 at Mattingly's Finer Foods. Chunky soup from Campbell's is also on sale this week at a special Best Buy's price. Selected varieties of Campbell's chunky soups. The 19-ounce cans are only $1.37 each. $1.37 each for selected varieties of Campbell's chunky soup. That's at Mattingly's Finer Foods, Route 5 in Leonardtown. Don't forget, Mattingly's is happy to announce that they're participating in the Labels for Education program along with IGA. That's Mattingly's in Leonardtown. Linda's Cafe on Tulagi Place, 27 Tulagi Place in downtown Lexington Park, has a couple of specials, Best Buy specials I'm going to tell you about right now. On Fridays, try their shrimp basket special. You get 21 pieces of shrimp in your basket, plus coleslaw and French fries for just $4.95. Now, if you decide the shrimp basket isn't for you, you could get baked perch. It includes a salad plus 2 vegetables, and you also get coffee or tea for just $5.50. On Mondays, Linda's Cafe has country fried steak. Well, I guess country fried steak is country fried steak, right? Anyway, country fried steak with country gravy. It comes with a salad and 2 vegetables plus coffee or tea for just $4.99. So there you have some specials for Friday and Monday at Linda's Cafe, 27 Tulagi Place in downtown Lexington Park. It's just across from the library in Lexington Park. Their hours are 6 to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday, 7 to 3 p.m. on Saturday, and they are closed on Sunday. Gee, your car looks dirty. Why don't you take it to Liberty Car Wash for their Best Buys car wash special. For just $7, they'll wash and dry the outside of your car, vacuum the inside, also clean the inside of your windows. Just $7 at Liberty Car Wash, Route 235 south of Chancellor's Run Road. For $9, you get all I just mentioned, plus a Super Seal wax job, rust inhibitor, and an undercarriage wash. for all, $9, for all of $9. Full service, brushless, soft cloth car wash. That's Liberty Car Wash on Route 235 south of Chancellor's Run Road. We have some more jewelry to show you from Blair's Outlet in the Wildwood Center. This is a set of earrings from Blair's. These are 14-karat gold earrings. The reference list price is $69.97. Forget all about that, though. The Best Buy's price is $34.98. $34.98 is our Best Buy's price on these 14-karat gold earrings from Blair's Outlet in the Wildwood Center. I'm going to reach over here a second and just move that so you can get a bit of a different look at how those are shaped. Once again, the reference list price $69.97. Our Best Buy's price is $34.98. Next, we have a necklace with a gold-shaped pendant. The reference list price is $179.98. Our Best Buy's price is $89.99. $89.99. A very good value, a very good Best Buy on jewelry, and you're getting that Best Buy just because these items are on the program here. This necklace and the pendant are 14-karat gold. Once again, the special Best Buy's price, $89.99. Quite a bit off the reference list price of $179.98, that's for sure. And let's go over to the set of earrings we have to round out this set of jewelry. The reference price on these earrings, $169.97. They're on sale right now at Blair's Outlet for $84.98. $84.98 at Blair's Outlet for these earrings. These are gold overlay earrings with tiny amethyst stones inside. Once again, the price, the Best Buy's price, $84.98. The list price is $169.97. And all of these items are available at Blair's Outlet in the Wildwood Center. Stop in, tell them you saw the jewelry on the Best Buy show. Waldorf Upholstery, JBLS Designs, Route 925, just north of the Route 5 intersection in Waldorf, says stop in and find out more about reupholstering. They can take a piece of furniture that apparently has no life left in it and give it life anew. Waldorf Upholstery, JBLS Designs also has great values right now on some fabrics. You can save 20% off on all their upholstery fabrics, 30% off on drapery fabric, 30% off on all pattern wall covering, and 25% off on all automobile headliners. If you're thinking of drapes for your home, maybe you have a new home, go ahead and let them do the drapery work. I think you'll be very happy. That's Waldorf Upholstery, JBLS Designs in Waldorf. They have a toll-free number. If you can't get to Waldorf, go ahead and give them a call first. 1-800-660-9476. 1-800-660-9476. That's Waldorf Upholstery, JBLS Designs, Route 925, just north of the Route 5 intersection in Waldorf. In the studio now, we have some of the crew from the Willows Tavern on Route 5, just south of Leonardtown. And in the center of our picture, we have Tim Bryant, the Willows owner, and Tim's going to tell us what's going on. Welcome to the show, Tim.
How you doing, Tim? We recently opened the Willows Tavern. We're located about a mile south of Leonardtown on Route 5 and St. Andrews Church Road. We have excellent brunch on Sundays. It's from 10 o'clock till 2 o'clock. You can get practically anything you'd like to on there. Every day we feature 2 homemade soups that we make from scratch. We have about 35 imported beers. Our house beer is Grolsch 16-ounce flip top, and we carry an exclusively American wine list. You might want to call for reservations. We've been getting pretty crowded on the weekends. Our phone number is 475-9000. We're closed on Mondays, sorry.
You did it.
There you go.
Applause, everybody applaud.
Thank you, team.
Where will your seat be for Super Bowl 26? It could be in the Metrodome. Just watch Best Buy's Channel 10's home shopping program. Each day we'll choose 10 lucky contestants. If your name is announced, call us back by 12 noon the following day to automatically qualify for the drawing of our grand prize trip for two to Super Bowl 26. Register today at Mattingly's Finer Foods, Route 5 in Leonardtown, and win your way to Super Bowl 26, compliments of Channel 10.
Let's go ahead now and take a look at the names of the 10 people we drew for today's Super Bowl trip giveaway contest. Remember, we draw your name. Give us a call by noontime tomorrow during regular business hours. 475-7900 is the number to dial. If we announce your name and you call us back, your entry blank will be placed in our drawing for Monday. And if your name is drawn then, you win a trip for two to Super Bowl 26 in Minneapolis. So let's go ahead and take a look at those 10 names for today. Today's first name is that of Linda Delosier of Bushwood, and Linda entered the contest at Mattingly's Finer Foods in Leonardtown. Ann Head of Dameron entered at Bearwood Furniture on Great Mills Road. Michael